Hey guys, Eric here with an ultimate Frisbee video. Today we're going to be going through how to punish a poach in a vertical stack. Before we kick off, let's jump to the question. Dan's asked how to punish poaching in vertical stack, mostly when two people standing under and one person deep, the rest just guarding match D in the middle. Cool, Dan. So I'm going to generalize your question a little bit, and we're just going to go through a few examples on how we can punish a poach in a vertical stack. And I've got 3 principles that I want you guys to think about when you're dealt with this defensive problem. So the first principle is free. Find out who's free. So in this scenario, we have vertical stack with the disc in the middle of the field. We're assuming that we have the 5 offensive cutter that's isolated, and we have 1 defender chilling out in the deep space, preventing the huck option, and any 1 defender from within the stack preventing the under option. So let's assume we have the 1 defender in this scenario jumping out into the lane to prevent that 5 undercut. The first principle we're looking to apply is free. Who's free? So in this scenario, who's free? The 1 is free. With the 1 defender poaching off, our goal is to then hit the 1 either through an inside or the around, and then we're off to the races on the break side. Perfect. If it's someone else that's decided to poach off, so for example, the 2 defender is jumping in the lane to prevent this cut, again, we want to see who's free. So in this case, it's the 2. Can they get the disc on the break side? Can they get the disc in the end zone or in the handler space? We want to see who's free and if we can get the disc to them. If we can't get the disc to who's free for whatever reason, the other option is to flood. So in this example, let's say we have the 2 defender jumping out into the lane, poaching, stopping the 5 undercut. In this scenario, the 2 is free, but let's say for whatever reason, we can't get the disc to this break side because of the wind or because of the mark or the thrower, whatever it might be. Let's just assume that we can't access this side of the field. So what's the next principle we can apply? It's to flood. So instead of having the 2 try to get the disc somewhere else, we're going to have both the 5 and the 2 flood. In this scenario, they're going to flood under, and they're going to both try get the disc in this open side lane. This forces this poach defender to choose one of the options and allows the throw to come to whichever one that they decide not to choose. The last principle we want to apply is to find the open space. Let's say we have the disc stuck on the sideline and we have poachers in the lane essentially preventing any sort of option from the 5 to the open side. Let's go through each of the 3 steps. So firstly, can we hit who's free? In this scenario, it's a bit more difficult because this inside shot to the 1 from the sideline is a bit more difficult. Unless we can squeeze a really tight shot or throw a hammer over the top, it's very difficult for us to immediately hit who's free. The second option is to flood. In this scenario, can we flood and can we get the disc? Well, we have 2 defenders in the underspace in this scenario, so it's very difficult for us to flood 3 players into here and try get the disc in one of these spaces. It's possible, but it's difficult. So we can't find who's free. We can't flood to get the disc. The next goal is to find the open space. So let's figure out where's the open space here. It's not on the open side, it's on the break side. So how can we get the disc from here on the open side, trap sideline, towards the break side? Ideally, if we can hit a swing first, then we can get access and find the open space over to the break side. Any one of the 1 or the 2, whoever's poached, whoever has access to that space, can then get the continuation without any pressure from the defense because they're poaching on the open side. If for whatever reason we can't hit this immediate reset and find the open space in the opposite side of the field, we can send this reset up the line, which will open up space for the 1 to come in and fill, for the disc to then swing, and then we can find the open space another way. So that's it for today. If you're ever looking to punish a poach in a vertical stack, first think, can I hit the free option? If you can't, can we look to flood and still get the disc through the poach? Lastly, if we can't hit the free option, if we can't flood, can we find the open space? Do we need to hit a swing first to find the open space? Those are the 3 principles that I would go by to try punish a poach in a vertical stack. And that's the order that I would approach them in as well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.